Hello, welcome to a brand new video. Yes, I am back at my little, my closet. However, tomorrow I actually will go to my mom's so I can be at my desk. And for a little while, and I'll film some videos there on this phone, and then I will upload them to YouTube. So really, I don't really have to record here for a little while at least, until I go through like a bit of a video shortage and I'll film one or two here. But besides one or two, there won't be much filming in this closet anymore. Anyway, so will be definitely one of the last videos in the closet. Anyway, I'm Fatal K. Of course you know that. And today we're going to be looking at a video I've had to do 2 other times. I just tried it earlier, and I changed my list again. Sorry, I thought someone was upstairs. The first time I did the video, I was at my desk. I was at my mom's, and I did it on her phone. By accident, I didn't even realize. And I do not agree with the list anymore. Like, at all. Like, half of it I don't agree with anymore. Because, really, this year, or not this year, last year, had a lot of good albums that I really enjoyed. You have albums from, especially this year specifically, a lot of different artists. Like, what I mean by that is like kind of undergroundish. Like, for example, Snot had really good albums this year. But then on the other hand, it wasn't just good for underground artists. Big time artists like Future, especially, and Young Thug had really good years this year, or last year. I'm still not used to it being 2021 yet, and I'm just gonna kind of ball up a little bit. It's cold. Anyway, let's go ahead and get straight into this. Now, this is really weirdly structured, because really what you don't need to do not take about the 4th to the 7th spot. No, I would say, actually, never mind. I would say this is actually accurate. The other 2 times I've tried recording this and other videos I've done like this, which was one other video, my top 10 rappers, it was not really in an order, but trust me, this one is actually definitely in order. I think this is actually like my enjoyment level. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive straight into it. The very first album we have is by DC the Don, Come As You Are. This album is insanely good. This album is I wouldn't even call it an album, I would call it more of a mixtape. Because there's not like necessarily a consistency to it, theme-wise. However, different like sound is what makes the album so strong. You have songs from Mr. Not Nice, which is kind of like no melody. It's just a straight freaking angry, just kind of Josiah type banger. But then you have songs like Outlaw, which is a little more chill. Then you have songs like Eclipse. Then you have songs like Campfire Story. Then you have songs like freaking NASCAR Racer, which that and Mr. Not Nice are my favorite songs off the project. And then you have a song off the deluxe MW3 Freestyle, which is another just angry freaking banger. Excuse me, I kind of have hiccups right now. Anyway, that is what makes the album as strong as it is and as good as it is. DC the Dawn right now did have a big moment around whenever No Melody dropped, because he had No Melody, Red Light, Mr. Not Nice got a bit of traction, and he gets a lot of streams on his songs. I know you wouldn't really be able to tell based off of his monthly listeners, but almost every single one of his songs surpasses 1 million views, or 1 million listens. So he's getting listens, you just can't really tell because of his monthly listeners. But that's near here or there. I think he just needs a Lyrical Lemonade music video, honestly. He can pull a Snot and kind of be more of an underground artist that still has a very strong fan base. Get 2 back-to-back Lyrical Lemonade videos and blow out of the water. Like, Snot went from having like a very strong fan base, but not as exactly a big one, to getting Lyrical Lemonade videos and freaking hopping straight out the water. Freaking hopping right into mainstream. Which is what I think DC the Don can do. DC the Don just needs a Lyrical Lemonade music video, and he is out of here. He is to the moon, bro. He's straight to the top. Because he just has such a broad audience where he can do multiple different sounds at multiple different times. It's just he's an insanely good artist, and I'm not even talking about just this album. His past albums were really good. On to the next album, Family by DJ Scheme, which is the only one that is only a producer. Only album, I should say. Because, also, I'm just going to rant for a minute. Why is the deluxe only one song? The deluxe to Family is one song. At least last time I looked it was. It's Buck 50 with Juice WRLD, which is a good song. Don't get me wrong, the song itself is not what I'm complaining about. Homie really dropped a deluxe with one song in it. Anyway, unless he added more and I just wasn't paying attention to it. But anyway, this is a really good album because DJ Scheme can do a lot of different types of beats, and you can tell because of the varied amount of artists here. And also, this is literally a nutshell of underground artists. You have Snot, you have Phoenix Flexin off of Shoreline Mafia, pretty sure that's their name, yeah, to Lil Mosey, who isn't, of course, an underground artist. I guess you could say kind of not underground, but also not exactly mainstream at the moment. The only real mainstream artist, I guess you can make an argument that Lil Keed is, and Ian Dior and Ty Dolla $ign. And Lil Mosey, I guess you could say is mainstream, although he gets nowhere near the amount of traction he did. But anyway, and most of them are on the same song together. The only two artists I mentioned that have different songs are Ian Dior and Lil Keed. So there's only 3 songs with real mainstream artist attention. But whenever the album dropped, at least Snot wasn't as big as he is now. But anyway, that's besides the point. But either way, there's still a lot of good... Oh, and there's Cordae and Lil Yachty. This is just a kind of... I don't really know how to describe it. It's a really good album. With some of my favorite songs off of it were... Buck 50 off the deluxe was pretty good. ER was really good. I don't know why that song is so good in my opinion, but it is. Bustin' Out is really good. Top of the Mountain with Lil Keed is actually pretty good. It surprised me. It has been a while since I listened to it, but I might not have the same opinion. But whenever I listened to it first, I kind of liked it. Another favorite was Splurgin', which had... What was his name? Lil Nar. I'm pretty sure it's The Holiday on it. No, it's Shakewell. Shakewell's on the song with Lil Nar called Splurgin', which is really catchy in my opinion. But all of those songs are really good. The intro song, or like, or not the intro song, but the intro kind of like specials that are only him. I don't remember if it's on the intro and the outro or just the outro. I'm pretty sure it might just be, I'm pretty sure it's just the outro actually. But that's pretty good for like the couple kind of like not long but short amount of beats we got. On to the next album, Beautiful Havoc. This is an album by Snot himself. This album is really good. Now, the song that actually introduced me to Snot was Garsha, like I'm sure most people was. Oh, and I liked Beretta a lot with Wi-Fi's Funeral. However, this album, which got a lot of traction because of the features on it, of course, and also the 2 Lyrical Lemonade music videos. This album is not long, which I really like. I like shorter albums. This album is insanely good, with insanely good beats, insanely good vocals by Snot, really good features that as soon as I seen the track list, I knew like the album was gonna be a banger. Like Me with Ian Dior is so freaking good. Sangria with Denzel Curry, so freaking good. Mean with Flo Milli's really freaking good. Another really good song is the name's not with me right now. It was the first Revenge. Yeah, Revenge. There we go. The name left me. I'm pretty sure that was the one. No, I stayed up till 12 to see the Mean music video because I seen it had Flo Milli in it, and I stayed up till 12 to see that music video, which is a really good music video, by the way, and I like how that song's shorter too. But anyway, on to the next album. I need to kind of hurry up. We're already at 10 minutes. High Off Life by Future is a really good project. Now, I know it's long, but really, the reason I don't think it's long is because I don't listen to the bonus tracks. Even whenever I did a review for it, which got took down, I didn't do the last 5 songs because they were bonus tracks, and I just didn't review them. I didn't listen to them because I already heard them. Now, yeah, I probably could have gave my opinion on them, which I did, but you know, it got taken down. I gave my opinion on the songs, I just didn't listen to them on camera because the review is already an hour long, and I already listened to a whole freaking Future album. And YouTube's like, nah, not gonna take that down. You have like 30 subscribers at the time. Nah, you ain't allowed. You ain't allowed to listen to an album. The whole 10 people that are gonna see this get a free Future album, and you ain't allowed to do that. No, copyright claim, taken down. Get out of here. Anyway, this album is really, really good. It surprised me a lot and really boosted Future back into my main listening. I've always loved Future, but like I kind of had a little period where I wasn't listening to him as much, is because like a lot of his newer stuff wasn't as good as his older stuff. But this album kind of bumped him back into the spotlight, and I just realized my camera for some reason keeps going dark and then brightening up for absolutely no reason. Maybe it's because it looks like freaking the entrance to heaven over there. Well, I move my arm. Yeah, whenever I move my arm, it gets brighter. It's freaking weird with the Pam cooking spray. It looks like heaven right there. Like, look at like heaven's entrance. Anyway, this album, the third time, the album was insanely good. The features did good. NBA YoungBoy did surprisingly good on this. Lil Uzi Vert did good on his song. Travis Scott on Solitaires made that song easily like my favorite one off the project. That one and One of My, and Hard to Choose One, and also Posted with Demons was really good. On to the next album. I'm gonna start kind of hurrying up a little through the middle part because this video is already 11 minutes long. Eternal Take, of course, this had to be on here. Eternal Take is just so much fun to listen to. I'm someone who listens to songs kind of like just to listen to them. I don't really want to think about the lyrics because usually I'm listening to music when I'm doing something and I don't really want to pay attention to it. I kind of just want to listen to how it sounds. Of course, I'll listen to the bars, but I don't really want to think about what they're telling me. That's why I don't listen to J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar as much. I love those artists. They make really good music. I'm just saying I don't necessarily listen to them a lot because of that. I listen to music more of how it makes me feel, and to me that goes off of my sound, how it sounds. Which Eternal Take is just the funnest album I've ever heard. Celebration Station, Low Main, Baby Pluto, Homecoming is a freaking banger that goes so hard. And even in the deluxe had some really good songs. Strawberry Peels with Young Thug's hook going freaking nasty. Myron was really good on that. Kobe was really good on that. Yes Sirski with 21 Savages. Yes Sirski, that freaking goes hard. And I love how like the normal version anyway, before the deluxe, had no features besides that one like Sin girl, I think her name was. I didn't pay attention to her, but anyway. And it makes me really happy that Lil Uzi Vert managed to get all of the songs on here on Billboard and all of the deluxe ones, because this is just such a good album. Like, it honestly argued to get into my top 5, although these 5 albums, this album definitely was my favorite at the time, but then these other 5 I listened to them and yeah, it honestly didn't have a chance. Anyway, I love this album so much. That's all I can really say about it. To the next album, While the World Was Burning by St. John. St. John is a really weird artist because homie has 20 million monthly listeners on Spotify, but he is not talked about much, which really makes no sense because he is getting close to he's up there with I'm pretty sure Kendrick Lamar has around 20 monthly listeners, and I'm pretty sure St. John is at the level of freaking Kendrick Lamar. Maybe it might just be kind of the wrong demographic for St. John, because St. John might be really big in the R&B scene, but I don't look in that much, and he's just not as big in the rap scene because he's not necessarily a rapper. But I consider this a rap album because he raps more than he probably ever has on this project specifically, and off of just the features. There's literally 90% of the features on here are rappers. There's Future, The only ones that aren't are Black, which is Six Lack. Black is his actual name. I like to call him Six Lack. It's kind of like usually I have to think about it before I call him Black, because my aunts called me ignorant for calling him Six Lack when that's not how his name is spelled. But anyway, the only non-rappers on here are Black, Kalani, and Kanye West. Pretty sure that's all of them. And then you can make no, you can't really make an argument for Jid. Jid's a rapper. Never mind. I'm gonna get on my legs right here. My back hurts. Anyway, actually no, I'm sorry. Anyway, this album, especially vocally, is just insanely good. St. John has the voice of freaking God himself. Has the voice of an angel. This guy's voice is out of this world. He can do so many things with that voice. He can rap, go over any beat. When you have songs, which is, I'm going to list off the best ones, Monica Lewinsky, High School Prom, who he really goes hard with the vocals. Freedom is Priceless, Sucks to Be You, Quarantine Wifey. This easily beats out his two other really good projects, which was the Collection one and Ghetto Lenny's Love Songs. Yeah, that's what it was. With also really good songs like 94 Bentley and Who You Came With, I think that's what it's called, or Where You At. The one that has the music video where he's in that weird lane, he's wearing that blue Supreme wearing that like blue Supreme gloves and his blue Supreme shirt. The one with that music video, I forget what the name is. But anyway, let's go on to the next album. Savage Mode 2, which is the collab project between 21 Savage and Metro Boomin. This album I didn't think would be better than I Am Better Than I Was, which is a really good 21 Savage album. It amazes me how much 21 Savage has improved. From 2016, he was pretty bad. He was not that good. But now, about starting at 2018, he has had the biggest glow up, I think, of any freaking rapper ever. Because he has I Am Greater Than I Was. He has this album. His features have been insanely good. But Savage Mode 2, which the review video I did, which I wasted so much time on, because that took me like 3 recording sessions for me, because I wanted to review it so bad, but I just couldn't finish it all in one sitting. Not because it was bad, because I had to do stuff, but... And then I had to record the Bosky 4, which did get to go out, because I guess that's just a shorter album, I don't know. It did get copyright claim, but they thought it was okay to keep up. But Savage Mode 2, wasn't allowed to. And I think this album might have been a little too long. That's the only real problem with it. And what I mean by that is, like, specifically the songs themselves could have been a little shorter. They're all like 3 minutes long. That could have been died down just a little bit. However, besides that, they're all really good. All the features do good. Young Nudie does insanely good. And holy crap, this album is so good, it has Morgan Freeman on it. And Metro Boomin, which I'm really pointing out the production on this album with, because it is a collab with a producer. So the production is what you really kind of need to look for here. Metro Boomin does an amazing job. Metro Boomin's easily my favorite producer. One, he produces for the Migos a lot, and that kind of course, makes him my favorite. But anyway, besides that, he just makes really good beats. If you're a rapper and you're a big time rapper, one of your go-tos is you're gonna want Metro Boomin. But on to the next album, Man on the Moon 3: The Chosen One by Kid Cudi. This album is so freaking good, it's insane. This album is so good, vocally, sound-wise. This album is what I want from Travis Scott. Not that Travis Scott doesn't deliver on it, because Kid Cudi on some of the times kind of sounds like Travis Scott. However, I don't view that as a bad thing. It's just the teacher learning from the student. This album is only comparable to Astroworld and Rodeo by Travis Scott. Mainly because they kind of have, like, not similar, but I guess in the same range of sound, simply because Travis Scott takes a lot of inspiration off of Kid Cudi. Doesn't copy, but inspiration. Because as he said multiple times, if there was no Kid Cudi, there'd be no Travis Scott. Or at least he wouldn't be the same. Anyway, this album is just insanely good. And, like, some of my favorites, Rockstar, Nights of Trippie Redd. I forget the name with the one with Pop Smoke, but the one with Pop Smoke's really good. Dive. Dive is an insanely good song. Tequila Shots is an insanely good song. These songs are all... Every song's just a banger. Every song is so good. The album is so good that the intro that's 37 seconds long, the shortest song ever to be on Billboard got on Billboard, and it was like top 50. That's how you know the album was that good. On to the next one. I'm kind of rushing because I'm already at 20 minutes. Slime and Bee. This is the collab album between Chris Brown and Young Thug. And I did not think that would ever happen. A Chris Brown and Young Thug project. In a million years, you could not have told me that would have happened. Could not have told me that would ever have happened. However, it did. And I love it. And I'm going to rant for a minute. Why did they change the cover photo? It makes me so mad that they changed the cover photo because the one before the one it is now is so much cooler and so much better, and it makes me mad they changed it, but that's besides the point. That doesn't take away from the removal of the project at all. Excuse me. The album is insanely catchy. Young Thug really goes hard with his melodies and his vocals, because he goes melodic multiple times, and that really surprises me. Which, off of my favorite song, Say You Love Me, which is the intro, which is really hard. Metro Beats and OG Parker go really good with the production on that song. That whole singing, Young Thug, is insanely good. And then Chris Brown freaking goes breezy over that beat, and it's insane. It makes me so mad he slapped a woman. I mean, yeah, it hasn't really injured his career because he did it at like 17. But people don't listen to him for it, and it makes me mad. Because he's an insanely good person. Now, I will say, Chris Brown, if he makes some crap, if it's not good music, if it's like not a banger, in my opinion, it's kind of whack. Like, if I don't like it, it's probably gonna be whack. I swear, Chris Brown's so hit or miss for me. This album's definitely a hit, but it's a miss. Like, he airballed, bro. And he went for the foul shot and didn't get past like the block, bro. Homie, if he misses, he misses. But also, if he hits, he hits. Like, dead on, nothing but net, bro. Not even a sound. All you hear is whoosh of it hitting the net. Anyway, this album's just insanely good. With the melodies, I do think the features could have been picked a little better. Hood Baby and Major 9 and Too Short really don't do that good. Their features, no, Major 9 does pretty good on his song. I'll give him that. Major 9 does pretty good on his song. However, Too Short, with his hickory dickory thought line, I did not like that. I kind of liked it at first because it was funny, but it makes no sense. Hickory dickory thought, that blows my mind. That is a stupid bar. I'm sorry, that is retarded. And I forget who else is on that song. I think Hood Baby might be on that song as well. No, it's E40, and I don't even like E40. The only song I like by him is I don't even remember the name of it. It's the one with A$AP Ferg and Quavo and Roddy Ricch and who's the other person? Schoolboy Q has a really good verse on that song. I don't even remember the name of it. I hate E40. I don't like E40. I'm sorry. But anyway, I mean the features could have been picked a lot better. However, I do want to say the songs with Lil Duke and Gunna are really good. She bumped her head and Big Slum are really good. I love those songs a lot. They're kind of long, but I love them. But every song on here bangs, not all of them because of the features. Some of them, the features almost ruin them, but it really doesn't matter. Some of my favorite songs were City Girls, She Bumped Her Head, Say You Love Me, and Animals are a really good song. That is really powerful. Go Crazy's a really good song, and it has a really good music video too. On to the next song, and I think this is my longest video yet, honestly. Baby Pluto times Pluto. Oh my god, this album's so good. This album's just non-stop fun, freaking bangers. Like I said, I usually listen to music for the sound of it. This blows every other album out of the water. No album compares to the sound of this one. With singing songs, kind of like Drinking and Smoking, which I know a lot of people don't like because the singing's not that good, which it really isn't, but I love that song so much. That's It. Oh my god, That's It is such a good song. Over Your Head, Patek, or Patek, I don't, however you want to pronounce it, Tic Tac off the Deluxe is insanely good. Real Baby Pluto, Sleeping on the Floor. Every song on here is such a freaking banger. Both artists are insanely good. Future and Lil Uzi easily have the best album of this year. It makes me so mad, AC/DC. The only reason AC/DC got number one is because it has a broader audience. Better project-wise, I can't really talk because AC/DC, I haven't listened to that. I really don't care. This song got number two, and that makes me mad. However, in like the news of there's another there's like another Lil Uzi Vert and Future project that they have working on, makes me so excited because Lil Uzi said that it is for the biggest speakers you have, and I listen to music for the sound of it, not the lyrics. So that's gonna be easily probably my favorite project again. And the reason is too that this video, I've actually been planning this for a while. I was saving number one for Culture 3, unless it was real stanky. And it makes me mad that it did not drop this year. However, praise to the Lord, Quavo said that it's dropping soon, top of this year. I'm expecting it to drop hopefully before March. So I'd say we'll see it sometime in February. Anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching this video. Please go check out these top 10 albums, or these 10 albums, please. They're so good if you haven't listened to them. I would specifically recommend, of course, Baby Pluto and Pluto, Slime and B. And if you're not the biggest rap fan, but I don't know why you'd be watching me if you weren't, listen to DC the Don. Listen to Come As You Are. That album, I don't know. I will hold this album so close to me because of how awesome it is. The only reason I don't put it at number one is because I just thought the other ones were better. However, I do think Come As You Are, for my audience, for my subscribers, you guys will probably like this album a lot more than I do. Simply, I don't know. I feel like we need to get DC the Don to mainstream, please. And the reason I talk about him so much, he is such a good artist. I love him so much. But anyway, go listen to any of the other ones. Man on the Moon 3, I would recommend very heavily. While the World Was Burning, if you're more of an R&B artist, listen to While the World Was Burning. If you're more of a kind of a darker person, and specifically I'm talking about the kid named Parker in my comment section, Snot is his favorite rapper. So go, like, help him out and get Snot even bigger for him, please. And listen to Beautiful Havoc. Oh, you can't see that. And also, why did he change his cover photo? Anyway, go follow my Twitter, please. Go follow my Twitter. Don't follow my Instagram. I don't post anything. I really don't care that much. Again, on Twitter, and I drop music too, if you didn't know. So anyway, but that's besides the point. Actually, no, it's not. On my Twitter, I will be like commenting or like posting like hints to my next album. Like, I know the first hint y'all have is that little star emoji I posted, you know, little star emoji, you know, that's a very small hint. But closer to the release, I'll get a lot more more narrow on my hints. Like, I'll probably, closer to the dropping, I'll probably start posting pictures, which I kind of have every single hint already planned out, and you probably won't guess it. No, I'd say, like, closer to the album drop, right before I confirm it, I'll probably post a really obvious picture, and then you'll probably get it. Well, most of you will. Some of you probably won't anyway. And also, look at all this drip I have hanging above me. Anyway, guys, I'm Fatal K. Thank you for watching this almost 30-minute video. Go listen to these albums. Support these artists. Love you guys. Do everything I tell you to do. If you have a different rap opinion, it is wrong. Thank you.